Hi friends, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Bold and Defiant. Thank you so much for clicking into this video, and I'm assuring you that you're going to learn something different today. So welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please subscribe and support this channel. Please subscribe. Let me just give you a second. Subscribe. Yeah, so welcome in today's video. This is one of the most requested video, and I want to do it because you know my goal is to help every entrepreneur out here who is starting like me. I really want to be of help to all of us and also to myself. Yeah, so today I want to answer a question asked about how to ship goods from China, and I want to be specific from China. Today I'll just cover China because we have other countries we ship goods from, but let me talk of the main country I've dealt with is China, and I want to share with you how to go about it, and then in my next video I'm going to show you how to source for suppliers. Yeah, so it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a journey that starts somewhere, and every day it's a learning journey. It's a learning process. Not like I know it all. I don't know it all. I just know very little, but that little is what I want to share with you, and I am sure that someone will be helped. I am sure someone will be helped. Is that the point? Yeah, even if you for example, maybe you really want to know how you can ship goods. Maybe you have a supplier and you're wondering how do you go about shipping goods, like how do you get your goods from China, from your supplier to your home. How do you go about that? I know that's the question you're asking yourself, and that's what I want to cover today. Yeah, so kindly note that what I'm sharing is my personal experience or something that I think can be helpful to you. So it's not 100% the thing, okay? I'm just sharing, okay, from what I've learned from maybe 1 year. Actually, it's not even 1 year. I think I'll be getting to 1 year in April since I started shipping goods, and that's what I want to share with you guys because I think I know a little about it. Yeah, so this is how it goes, guys. So if you're shipping goods from China, first of all is to source for supplier, and that's what I'll cover in my next topic, how to get a supplier. Maybe you're buying something or you're buying goods for your business, and you have now the supplier, and now you're wondering how do you get your goods to your country. Yeah, so the first thing you do, you get an agent in Kenya. So in Kenya we have agents who deal with shipping goods from other countries, and actually most of the agents I've dealt with, they are in Afrisali. So you get an agent. Now how to get an agent is it's referrals. I don't encourage you to just get to any agent and you expect them to ship your goods accordingly. You might be disappointed or you might lose your goods. I would really encourage you get referrals. I'm sure in your circle of friends or in your family circle, in your parents circle, there's someone who you've ever had has shipped goods. That's where you get the referrals, because you don't just bump into someone and you expect them to ship your goods and you don't know their services. It's not, shipping goods is not a joke. It's something you can lose your money very easily. So, or even your goods can get lost in the sea or wherever, I don't know. So the first thing you do is to get an agent. Take your time, don't rush. Agents, they are there. There are so many. I'm actually going to leave the agents that I've used in the description box, and those I'm not saying they are 100% like they're 100% perfect, but at least I've used them and my goods got to me in good shape. You get the point? Yeah, so I'm going to leave their numbers. I'm just going to leave their mobile number, so if you're interested, just call them, ask them where they are. You can go visit them, talk to them, tell them what you need, and I think they will advise accordingly. So don't get an agent from anywhere. get referrals. And I say again, get referrals. So if you have a friend you know who ship goods, go to them, ask them how is their services, then go to them and let them know what you need. So now you have the goods from your supplier. Your agent will give you a direction pin. It's called a direction pin. I think I'm going to attach one somewhere. So that direction pin, it's mostly written in China. I've never even understood what is written in that pin because it's Chinese. So what you do is you send that link to your supplier in China. So what is in that link is the location of the agent's warehouse and their contacts, and maybe the day they load the goods. So in that link you just send it to your supplier. So your supplier, it's his work to connect with your agent in China. So your agent will call, your supplier will call your agent to just let them know that there are goods that are supposed to be delivered that belongs to Joyce. So in that pin, it has all the details. You just send to your supplier. That's it. So your supplier, if you have a good supplier, that supplier will connect with your agent directly. You know, it's like someone sends me a pin that tells me to deliver goods in Nakuru. You know, I understand my country well, so I know which means to use to take these goods to Nakuru. It's the same thing. So if you send that pin to your supplier, they know how to connect with the agent. So when the goods have been packed by your supplier and everything is ready, those goods are shipped. There are systems they use where you can be able to trace your goods. So I think I have a lot of things in one bucket, so let me try to explain. When your supplier packs your goods, there's something called an express number. So that express number, it's a number. I think they use this. They don't ship goods anyhow. I think it's like the way in our country we can use Fargo, or which is the other, G4S. So I think they use such companies. So what they do, those companies, they have express number. There's a system they use. So when your goods are released from the supplier, they are fed in the system. They are given an express number. An express number, it's a number that when someone writes it in the system, it's able to show you details of the goods. So what happens is when your supplier releases the goods, I think they feed it in the system. They give it to the carrier services to be taken to the warehouse. So immediately they do that, the first thing you should do is to tell your supplier to send you that express number. You need that express number. So when they send you the express number, you take the express number, you send it to the agent you're using. You tell them, this the express number for my goods. Kindly trace them if they have arrived in your warehouse. You follow your goods, especially if you're using these people for the first times, like it's the first time or the second time, you really need to follow your goods. So tell your agent, send your agent the express number, ask them whether the goods have arrived in their warehouse. So the agent will check. They will go to the system. They use our system. They will check they will just feed the express number, and they will tell you the goods have arrived or the goods are on their way. And immediately the goods come in, your agent will tell you, we have your goods now. That's the process. So if you're using a certain supplier, make sure you follow that. Immediately the goods, like when you get a supplier, they will tell you, after you pay, they'll tell you your goods will be produced in 2 to 3 days, for example. So in those 3 days, ask them, have you released the goods? So immediately the goods are released, tell them to send you the express number. Hope you're following. When they send you the express number, send it to your agent. So agent, we have 2 types of agent here. There's an agent in Kenya and there's the agent in China. Okay, so here you're dealing with 2 people. You're dealing with the warehouse in Nairobi and you're dealing with the warehouse in China. So make sure when you get an agent, get both numbers. The numbers with the person the person who manages the warehouse in China and the person who manages the warehouse in Nairobi have their numbers, so that when you get the express number, you send it, like you just WhatsApp the person in China, tell them you are this and this and these are your goods, kindly confirm whether they've arrived in your warehouse. But this is the point. If you're used to one supplier or a specific supplier that you trust and an agent that you trust, you don't have to follow that process. They will make sure your goods are delivered, and all that process is not a must. But I'm just saying, for you who is maybe starting to ship goods, you need to follow this process. So immediately the goods get to the warehouse, the agent will tell you, now we have your goods. So now from there, follow, ask, when will they be loaded? Now there are two ways of shipping your goods. We have the sea and we have the air. So the difference is, the air, it will get to you 2 to 3 days or 4 days maximum, I think. But for the sea, it's 30 to 35 days. But the sea is cheaper. That's why most people use sea. It's cheaper. Air, it's expensive because it's measured by kgs. So 1 kg is a certain amount, but it will get to you 2 to 3 days. So if you have those goods where you are in a hurry, you can use the sea. So at that point, it's when now you will tell your agent, these are my goods, ship them via sea, ship them via air, whichever works for you. Via sea, they measure using cubic centimeter. It's called CBM. So per CBM, it can be 60,000, can be but right now it has just gone so high. I don't know why it has just gone so high. Before it was 55,000, right now it's even up to 70. So they will now count your goods, like let's say your cubic centimeter is 0.05. They will take 0.05 multiply by 65,000 and see how much you're supposed to pay. Okay, so cubic centimeter, it's like what? I hope you can understand, like the space it's occupying. I think it's the space it's occupying. So maybe your goods ni kirefu hivi, now they, yeah, just get it that way. So it's cubic centimeter. So but via air, it's just kgs. So if you have goods that are not like kgs, they are not heavy, you just use the air. It's faster, it's cheaper. Not cheaper, it's faster, but it's expensive. Okay, yeah, so that's the point. I hope you've understood. So just tell your agent to use ship via sea. Then now follow up, ask, when will they be loaded? Because another thing with the agent, your goods can be delivered in their warehouse and they stay there for weeks if you don't follow. So you are here in your country, you're waiting for your goods, but your goods, because there are other people who are following up, your goods will be zitaekwa kando too. So I want to encourage you, follow up, pressure them, let them, if they say your goods will be loaded next week Monday, make sure that Monday follow up, have my goods been loaded. They will load and they will get used to, and because they don't want you to keep nagging them, they will load the goods. But if you keep quiet, they will keep them in their warehouse, hey, until the day they want to clear the warehouse. That's when they will ship the goods. So this is what it happens with the agents. So you really have to follow up and just form a good rapport with them. The agents I've used, they know me, because hey, I follow up. I follow up, like I'm just, but I after maybe my goods get here, I appreciate them. I can tag them on my pages. I can just send a thank you note to just appreciate them, so that when I have other goods coming, they'll know these are for Joyce and they will load them immediately. Just form a good rapport. Don't be so rough on them. Yeah, I've talked. So I don't know whether there's another question, but that's the point. So first of all, it's to identify the supplier. That's what the next video I'm going to cover. And then how to ship. I've told you the process. It starts from your supplier packaging the goods. Then talk to your supplier, tell him how to package your goods, especially if you are shipping via sea. You don't want your goods to occupy a big space, because the more they occupy the more he packs in a big carton. Kindly note, the more you pay more, so the more you will pay more. So talk to your supplier, tell them, please, this is how you want them packaged. it's either wazifinye, or if it's something that is not breakable, they really have to squeeze them so that they fit in a small carton. Otherwise, if they just pack them comfortably the way they are supposed to be, you will pay a lot. So it starts from there. So talk to your supplier. Just tell them, this is how I want my goods packed. Like, just tell them, insist so that they pack in a very favorable way that will not cost you a lot. So it starts from the supplier. Supplier packages the goods in the right way. He has to stick your name on the carton. So in case you've already decided, like, you're using the sea or the air, you can actually tell your supplier. So your supplier will print all those things, your name, your destination, via sea or air, and stick it on the carton. So then he'll ship the goods to the warehouse of the agent. Then now you pick it up from there, take the express number, talk to the agent in China, keep nagging them, ask them when they'll be loaded. When they are loaded, they will get to Nairobi. Another thing is, agents work differently. There are some agents that delivers the goods to where you are. Like, especially if you're around Nairobi, and maybe your cartons are like 3, 4, 5 and above, they will deliver to you for free. But we have other agents who can't. They just tell you to pick the goods from their warehouse. So you need to ask that as well. If you get an agent that will deliver to you, cheaper for you, because remember, when they get maybe to Afrisali, you have to get an Uber or a pickup to go pick your goods, which is again expensive. So especially if you have a shop somewhere, like, me now, I have a shop in town, it's very easy for them. So immediately goods come in, they just send their own riders to my shop. They deliver for free, they make sure the goods are okay, and it's very easy. I think it's just the way I think it's getting used to it that makes me feel like it's not hard. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you've learned something. In case there is something I've not talked about, just comment down below, and I'll try to, and maybe I'll talk about it when I'm talking about how to get a supplier. Okay, yeah, so I think that's it. I hope I've answered the most asked question, yeah, and I hope you've been helped. In case you have any other question, kindly reach out to me. Go to my Instagram page, Bold and Defiant. Just go and send me an inbox. I'll be able to answer you. Please go follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Bold and Defiant. Subscribe here, and in case you have a question, just ask me. I really want to help someone like me who is a young entrepreneur like me. Yeah, so thank you very much, and have a very good day. God bless you.